Hey, what's up, everybody? Pat here, great for recovering alcoholic and addict, just like every day. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe, leave the video a like, drop me a comment, and by all means, share with anybody you think might get something out of it. Other than that, how we all doing today, guys? Good today. Good today. Much better today. As I was saying last night, I was absolutely wiped out from that storm. So after my video last night, I made a nice dinner, took a nice long hot shower, went to bed early. I think I went to bed at like 8 o'clock last night. I slept until woke up a few times during the night. I always do. Get up at like 2 and went back to bed. But I slept till my alarm went off at 6 this morning, and I was so incredibly sore that I get up. I made a couple of texts. I actually get up, said my prayers, made a couple of texts, changed some things around. Saw that my friend Doug, his dad had texted me, asked me to take him to a doctor's appointment today. He's 93 and didn't want to be out in the slush and risk falling down. So I canceled my day's work, went back to bed, cleaned out my truck, went and took Ed to a doctor's appointment. Then I had one emergency call for an outlet not working, so a refrigerator wasn't staying cold. So I went and took care of that and just felt good to not only do something nice for somebody else, but to have a nice, relaxing, long sleep, good rest. I feel very recharged. Further than that, Doug was so appreciative of everything I've been doing for him, and then I take the time to take his dad to the doctors. That he asked me if I would consider taking a weekend off, and I said, yeah. Actually, I was just talking on video that I need to take a weekend off and go recharge. So he offered me a plane ticket and a place to stay in Florida any given weekend coming up that I choose. So I'm gonna be taking him up on that. You'll see because I'll be posting a video from the beach down in Delray Beach, Florida. Like, life is beautiful today, guys, because I live in sobriety. I work a recovery program, and it's beautiful, right? All the failures of my past have led me to get here today, and I can honestly say that at this point right now, I wouldn't change a thing because it took everything I went through to get me to where I am right now, and life is so blessed and beautiful today that I would not change a thing. I love the way I'm progressing. I love the way my life is leading. I love the way I feel about myself. Like, I'm incredibly happy today. It's because of this program. And we're going to talk about a little bit of that today, guys. The challenge of failure. Like I said, it took all my past failures to get me to where I am today, and I'm grateful for every one of them, mostly because God got me through them. So, the challenge of failure. In God's economy, nothing is wasted. Through failure, we learn a lesson in humility, which is probably needed, painful though it is. How thankful I am today to know that all my past failures were necessary for me to be where I am now. Through much pain came experience, and in suffering I became obedient. When I sought God as I understand Him, He shared His treasured gifts. Through experience and obedience, growth started, followed by gratitude. Yes, then came peace of mind, living in and sharing sobriety. Guys, nice, short, to the point reading, and it's beautiful. It's funny. I do this reading, and it brought me right back to one of my earliest days in recovery when I first started this channel, and I was so shocked to hear myself saying that I was grateful for everything I'd been through because it gave me experience and it gave me purpose. Right when I decided to wear my sobriety out loud, to live in recovery and share my story and share my path through recovery, it gave me purpose, and that's something my life always just drastically lacked, and that's terrible. It was terrible. Like, I never had purpose. I always had skills. I had some ambition from time to time, but I was always lost. I was always in despair, and even on my brightest days, I never had purpose. Today, I have purpose, and that's beautiful. It has led me down the right path. It's led me to where I am today, which is thriving. It was a great day. I got to spend 3 hours with my friend Ed. Got some history. Ed's just a great guy. He's a huge fan of mine in my sobriety. He's known me for about 10 years. So he met me when I was doing pretty good in my last recovery, and then I immediately fell off, and he saw me go through, 7 years of suffering, and he always liked me, so it broke his heart to see me in that condition. And now he sees me, working my recovery program to the best of my ability and seeing how well I'm doing, and he supports the hell out of me in it. The whole Bodette family does. They're great friends of mine. I was actually talking to my brothers today, texting back and forth, saying how incredibly thankful I am for all of them. And we had, again, it's just a good day, guys. I feel really good. I did get a couple of calls that I ignored today because, again, people who won't do for themselves and expect that I'm just always going to be there to drop what I'm doing and come, bail them out of stupidness for free. And it's all this particular situation with somebody early on in the videos. There was a girl I was helping get herself out of a bad situation, and it was very trying. I ended up helping her negotiate a $15,000 settlement. She packed up and went to be with her son in Texas, and I was so happy for her, right? Well, she pissed through all the money, is now doing God knows what, but now she's back up here in Massachusetts where she's got nobody. Like, she's got one sister that treats her like shit. She left her kid again. She's riding around in a car that I told her to sell because I got it fixed for her under warranty, and I know it's going to happen again. And now she's calling, complaining about she banged up another door, and she thinks she's also like, no, like I did so much to get her situated, and she chose to piss it away. She wants to run around doing drugs, acting crazy, and then acting like she's doing good, and the world owes her a favor. And like I have those boundaries today. I have the clarity to see it for what it is and just say no. You have to, guys. One of the hardest things you're gonna find in recovery is walking away from all that doesn't serve you. If you want to live a good, blessed life and progress forward, you have to leave the old life behind. Sometimes it's difficult, and you're gonna make you feel like you're being mean, but no. Like I spent months, like a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of work getting this girl stabilized and down south to be with her family, and she just took advantage, and now she's right back not wanting to do anything for herself. It'd be one thing if she moved back up here for a good job or anything. No, she's got nothing. She's up here doing Instacart. You could have done that down there and been with your kid. Everything I did for you was to get you out of. I had to talk her into a mental institution to get her out of despair, and did nothing for it. Now wants to come back and start and literally she wants to come back up and start draining my friend Doug again, looking for me for free repair work. No, I had to say no. I've had to say no a lot lately, and I'm okay with that, and I don't feel bad doing it. I understand that every time I shut one of these doors, because guys, if I allow it, that old life will drag me right back, and I'd be right back to all the same idiots blowing all their money on drugs, just like I was, and then using me for favors so they can get through a day. And all I'm doing at that point is enabling them, and I see that now, and I won't do that. It's not always easy. You got to watch somebody burn their life to the ground. Well, then that's their decision. I've thrown every lifeline I can out there, and God lets me know I'm doing the right thing, because every time I say no to one of these calls, I immediately get a phone call, because my phone rings all day, because I'm booked and busy, but I get a phone call offering me another opportunity to go make money for myself, and it shows me I'm on the right path. If I allow that nonsense into my life, then that's what I'm saying is I want to be part of that again. I'm living by example, and that's the best help I can be for anybody. I'm not here to save anybody else. My job is to stay in my lane, to build my life, to show others that they can. Anybody working a recovery program that needs a hand, needs a pep talk, needs some direction, yes, that is my purpose. I will be happy to. But if you don't want to do the work, you want to not acknowledge you have a problem and then go run into the ground crying, pissing, and moaning that nothing is your fault, although you're making the same mistakes you've made over and over again for years, and once I pointed that out to you and you don't want to do something about it, then don't call me anymore. Like, I'm sorry. This new life costs us the old one, and that's a small price to pay. And every time you put up a boundary, you get a little more self-confident about yourself, and you make a better decision, and then you prove that you're not here to enable somebody. Like, it's not my job to save the world. I'm not a superhero. I'm not wearing a cape. I'm here to save myself, to build my life, to show God that I appreciate all the help He's given me by keeping me safe and giving me purpose. And then I go to work every day and I make as many charitable decisions as I can. Like, guys, one thing I forgot to mention in the video yesterday, I must have completely plowed out about 10 complete driveways because I saw elderly people out there trying to shovel. Anytime I saw somebody trying to dig out their car and I'm in my Bobcat, I do the same thing. I stop and I scoop as much snow as I can around the car to help out random strangers, because that's charity. But people that don't want to do for themselves, that want to take advantage of my skills and my kindness, like, I will always do the first favor and I'll give you the opportunity to make it right. But if you don't do anything about it and you don't make something worth it on my end, and then you just keep coming and keep coming, no, you're taking advantage, and I have to be able to see that for what it is today and walk away from it, and I do, and that's beautiful. Again, totally different story. I would literally take a day off unpaid to go plow out everybody in my recovery program's driveways and consider it a fantastic day. Refusing money from all of them when I could be out working all day making money. That's my charity. That's people doing the right thing, struggling through life, but choosing to stay sober, so they're following the same path that I am. They're promoting the same message that means the world to me. So yes, that is something I want to go spend my time and energy doing, because we're promoting the fellowship and recovery, unity and recovery. Somebody that's using drugs and then lying to me about it and then asking for help, no, I'm not going to enable that person, and it's not my place to do so. Oh, there's Doug calling in now. I'll take his call in a few minutes. Guys, life can be beautiful. Life is amazing, but you've got to work a program. You got to do so to the best of your ability, and you got to make the tough choices when they come up. Every time that you choose you, you're inviting more goodness into your life, and you're letting the world know what you won't accept. That is incredibly important. It's just as important to let the world know what you won't want, you won't allow, as it is to go out and seek what you will allow. And you'll always find what you will allow and what you are looking for when you stop wasting your energy on things that aren't for your highest good. It can be a lonely transition. It can be a lonely interim. But you've got to make those hard decisions, and you've got to put yourself first. I do. Today was a grand example of that, guys. And I'm so glad that I did. I took time to clean up my truck, which has been long overdue. I've got myself organized. I had 2 jobs where I needed to bring in some help coming up the next few days. I got my help lined up for those jobs. Like all the things that were starting to give me anxiety, because it's the end of the month, we've got more snowstorms. I was able to make sense of and get them lined up in the best way possible, because I took the time to give myself rest that my body needed. When I woke up sore, I woke up sore today, guys. A sore that I haven't felt in a long time. My bones, my muscles, cramps. I knew I needed a day in bed. And there was absolutely no guilt in the past. Oh, what am I doing? No. I haven't had a day off in 6 weeks, and I just worked around the clock for 3 days straight. I deserve a day in bed. And even then, I only stayed in bed till, 11 o'clock, and I get up and, face my responsibilities, and was as kind and compassionate. My friend Ed was so concerned because he knows how busy I am. Oh, you're going to, no, Ed, I'm going to take the time. I got him a wheelchair. I pushed him around the hospital. I walked nice and slow when he was walking. I sat beside him during the appointments because he's getting a little forgetful. I went and brought him to the pharmacy afterwards. We got him his prescriptions, and we had a fantastic day, and I did good things. And then I went and got accolades from customers all day about the work I did in the storm. Guys, life shows me constantly that I'm doing the right thing. And I no longer live in that woe is me. Like I see so many people in recovery, we deal with a lot of wreckage from our past. And there can be a lot of shame that comes with that. Guys, we make amends. Part of the 12 steps that we do in recovery are making amends where it's appropriate. And then you got to let it go, right? You do your program, you let it go. Understand that all that experience has brought you to where you are now. Make the most of it. It's completely up, guys. By surrendering to God, by surrendering to the program, all we're admitting is we can't use drugs in safety, so therefore we walk away from them. Then you work a recovery program to get all the power in the world you could ever want back into your life by making good choices, by doing good things, by inviting beauty and love and compassion into your life and into your world. It works incredibly well, guys. You just got to work your program. Follow it the way it's laid out. Listen, share, be kind, be the best version of you. Do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. These are my baselines today, and it's why I'm thriving in every way, shape, or form. Guys, it's a shorter reading. We'll keep it a shorter video. Thank you so much for being here with me. Always remember, God loves you. I love you. We'll see you in the next one.